Hello and welcome once again to the Peace Security channel. Today we'll be doing something slightly different. Today, instead of doing like a regular prevention test, I'll be doing a detection removal test for a tiny utility. It's not actually tiny, but okay, and a utility called Jumpshot. Now, some of you might not have heard of this before, so I will give you a brief introduction. Jumpshot, they started out as a company. I think they've just been around for like less than a year. But recently they got taken over by Avast, I guess. And what they are is a utility that is meant for novice users who don't like technicalities to get their computers cleaned. By clean they mean everything: removal of malware, adware, and even like some kind of optimization to improve the speed and all that. So maybe even they include a registry cleaner or something like that. They don't really tell you the details about all the different components because they've made it like a cartoonish user interface, and they've got all the details. If you want, you can go through this website. It's jumpshot.com, and you can check out, they have a video as well. And instead of like giving you a lot of technical details, what they do is they just create fun characters like these. They're like the different components. So instead of getting the scary things like heuristics and stuff that most novice users usually hate, you get this cute looking characters, and some people might have fun. But personally, as an advanced user, I much prefer to get the real details apart from like hiding them behind these cartoon characters. However, if you're someone who's scared of like malware, some people just freak out, this is a great utility for people like that. But now comes the important part, the pricing. They're not actually free, and they're not even like where you just have to pay once and you can like use it. It's a very different pricing system from what we are used to expect with companies like Malwarebytes and Hitman Pro, where you just have to pay once and you pretty much get their entire suite for free, or you pay yearly. In this case, you have to pay per scans. Like in this case, you've got unlimited scans on 5 PCs. So if you use more than 5 PCs, you can't use this license. Right? So you can't just buy this and just go around cleaning everyone's computer. If you're a power user, you've got unlimited scans. Let's say you've got a business, so you'll need something like this. And if you want to clean up other people's computers as well, you'll have to go for something like this. And to be honest, this is quite expensive. And just for one time, just for a single scan on a single PC, you just have to pay $20. But to be honest, this pricing system looks a bit expensive to me. Anyway, I'll leave you to your thoughts on the pricing system. I won't comment on that too much. So this is how their basic website looks. It's interesting. You can go and take a look. Now we'll take a look at the product itself. So to test this out, I had to infect the machine. So what I've done is I've infected it with quite some stuff, and quite some different stuff. We've got backdoors, worms, Trojan agents, more worms, Trojan downloaders, viruses. So pretty much all the kinds of malware that you'd come across. We've got spywares as well, password stealers, and potentially unwanted modifications. So I want to see how thorough their cleaning is, because they do charge you for that. So unless they're really, really good, I won't recommend much users to use this. So taking a look at all this, you can say that this is a pretty badly infected computer, something that needs a professional cleaning tool. And same story in the Hitman Pro results. We've got a lot of process running here. These are all malware. So this is a pretty badly infected computer. So now we'll run Jumpshot and hope it rescues us from this mess. And the moment we open it, we see this really friendly looking user interface. It doesn't tell us any technical details. For me, it's quite unfriendly because I'd like to know what's happening behind the scenes, but for a novice user, I guess that's great. So it says, hi, looks like this is the first time you're running Jumpshot on this PC. We're different than most software you're used to. So let's go over a couple of things. Okay, I'm listening. Okay, so this gives you like some details. Like a surgeon, we sedate your PC before operating on its deep-rooted evils. Okay, so this is fun for someone who's like an Office user. Anyway, I know that some of the details, like I know what exactly it's going to do. It's actually not a tool that runs within Windows. It's going to just download a huge image of a bootable solution, and then it's going to boot into that, and that's how we'll be doing our cleaning. So yeah, that's funny and probably quite interesting to people who are just like scared. Oh, come on, get this stuff off. This might be quite interesting for them, people who are unaware of technical details. Ready to rock and roll, great. So you have to click sedate this PC. What this will do is this will connect to their servers and download an image. And once it downloads the image, it's going to reboot and automatically boot into that image. So it's a bootable rescue solution, but in a totally different user interface, and you know, it might be great for some users, might be terrible for some. I'll let you decide which kind of user you are. So let's just see what happens. So this is going to take a pretty long time because the image is like quite big. So I will pause the video and I'll be right back when it boots into the image. So once the image is completely downloaded, Jumpshot will show a window like this. It says it will start the next time you restart your computer. So all you have to do is click this big yes button, and that'll basically just restart the system and load the Jumpshot bootable rescue image or whatever. So let's see here. There you can see we've got a animated progress bar, and it says loading Jumpshot. As I've shown you before, this PC has various kinds of malware like Trojans, backdoors, spyware, adware, whatever, everything. So we'll be able to see how many types of malware Jumpshot can clean. So we have a custom cursor. I like that. They've designed it to make it really friendly. That's nice. And yeah, I mean, all throughout this program, it's like a story. It's never technical or anything like that. So for someone who is like, you know, I've said this so many times already, for a novice user, this might be a pretty good thing. So this process is completely automated. You cannot make any adjustments. You cannot change any settings. So it would be nice if they had something like an advanced mode, just so that you could check out, you know, what it's doing. But this is meant to be a completely automated process, so it's not going to ask you anything, and it's going to do the job on its own. So right now it's just contacting its servers to validate our license. If you just downloaded it, you're not going to be able to use it until you buy it. So there we go. Let's get started. You can browse the internet over here. They've got all these custom design cursors to make it look more friendly, a nice 3D. I mean, this interface is really nice as compared to some other bootable solutions which have, like, you know, the classic user interface, but this is much more nice with 3D icons, shadows, everything. It looks really beautiful. So I'm gonna hit I'm a news user, and I'll give my email address. I'll enter my password. And I will agree to their terms and conditions and hit next. Oh, hold on a sec. I think I'm gonna try to log in. There we go. Should be good to go now. Okay. So this is the interface you get. They have a waiting list right now, so you cannot make any new signups. Well, actually, to do this test, I was contacted by Jumpshot, so they gave me like a license to run unlimited scans on 25 PCs or something like that. For free, of course, for the testing purpose. But if you're going to use it, you'll have to buy one of their licenses, and then you're going to have to sign up. And right now, they've got too many signups, so I guess you'll have to stay on their waiting list until they fix it. So anyway, so let's just start Jumpshot, and this is their basic user interface, and that's it. You don't get any options of scanning. You don't get any like what do you call it, heuristic options or anything like that. No malware found notifications, nothing. So right now we are just doing this, and you can say relax and take a load off, and you know it just runs like this. There's not much I can do over here. I just have to sit and look. And meanwhile, in case you're getting bored, you can browse the web over here, which is nice. And you can always click over here to get back to Jumpshot. And if I click on settings, we have some settings over here. You can see I have 25 PCs planned. And as you can see, there are not any scan based options, so everything is just automated, so no real options for scanning. So yeah, I'll just pause and I'll be back when something new happens, because this is going to take a while and there's nothing interesting to look at. So we'll just wait until this process is complete. And in case you're getting bored, you can read this stuff as well. The problem grime, introducing our team. You can meet all these minions or whatever they like to call them. So I'll just pause the video right now and I'll be back when it's done. So as you can see, they've got a lot of minions and details about them. Some of the stories are pretty interesting. You can go through them yourself. Like I read one of these, like this one, Kobayashi. It says the specialty of this minion is it sneaks up and destroys malware on your PC, and it takes a thief to know a thief, and it takes a malware ninja to know how to defeat hackers. Kobayashi decided a long time ago to avenge his family honor when his mother was tricked into downloading a fake antivirus program which stole her bank account info. Fueled by revenge, he works now for us, slicing down sneaky Trojan horses, viruses, and rogue security programs that worm their way into your PC. So they've got a description like this for each of their minions. If you're like, if you've got nothing better to do, you can just sit down and read these. And they've got the score called Karma Score. I'm not really sure what this is, but okay. Kind of like tells us the number of malware we've removed, I guess. So the more malware you remove, the more the score goes. So probably means it has detected 9 different types of malware. But anyway, I hope we get a better report than this about the malware that we've removed. But we'll be using Hitman Pro and Malwarebytes after this completes to assess the situation of the computer, pre and post assessment. And that's how we'll be able to know what is removed. We've already taken a look at the amount of malware that was in the PC before using Jumpshot. And once this completes, we'll take a look at it again, and we'll see. And it'll be also interesting to see if there is any form of system damage done by this utility, because some anti-malware programs just delete the malware, and that causes a lot of problems. So if you just delete system files, you're gonna wreck the computer. So I hope this thing has something called a disinfection feature. I'm not sure about that, but we'll find out soon enough. So I'll keep waiting until this completes. You can see our karma score is going up. So I will be right back once this is complete. So Jumpshot has completed scanning, and they do have a button to see your results, so I'll just click on that, and well, there you go. It shows you some scores like security plus 100, karma, performance plus 30, and privacy plus 1. Unable to remove some malware, see the security section for more details. Okay, we'll take a look at that. And let's take a look at this thing. I found and killed 4 malicious applications that were lurking on your PC. Okay. And it has beefed up some settings in Adobe Reader. And suggest me a software update. Of course, we had an outdated system. Java has a terrible security track record. Oh yes, it's just notifications that our Adobe and Java software is out of date. But it doesn't really tell us much about the malware and how to remove the remaining one. So it says it couldn't remove some malware though. So we'll see what it did, and now we'll just return to Windows and to see the situation of the computer after the cleaning. So I'll be right back. Whoops, looks like this thing has caused my virtual machine to crash, so I'll just manually exit out of it. And alright, so I just quit Jumpshot, and now we're starting up Windows. So let's see how it did. We still have some malware running on startup, as you can see. Surfaces, there you go. And Jumpshot also wants to run right now, so we'll allow that. See what happens. Okay, so it's doing the update and all that stuff, but the important thing is the malware. So looking over here in Task Manager, I can still say there's some malware, like there's some malware as well. And I'm sure there are more. Okay, anyway. So let's first try to access the internet. Let's see if our home page has been restored. No. So our home page remains this crap. Okay. So now I'll just do scan with Malwarebytes and Hitman Pro, just as I did before, and let's see the difference. What difference it made to run Jumpshot. So let's hope for the best and see what happens. So I'll be right back with the results. Okay, so this is the moment of truth. We've completed both our scans, and looks like the situation hasn't changed at all. We did run the Jumpshot scan, but we've still got our backdoor agents running over here. We've still got our worms. We've still got our Trojan agents. So very few malware was actually removed by Jumpshot. And these are all malware that are like 2 days old, so they are fairly new, but that's no excuse considering Jumpshot do have a pretty heavy pricing. And both of these utilities that I'm using, Hitman Pro is paid, of course. You can scan, but you can't remove infections unless you pay for it. But Malwarebytes, on the other hand, is completely free to scan and remove. So when I have an option like this that doesn't even require rescue mode, like it can just work within Windows. So when I have this option, why will I go for Jumpshot when it misses like so much stuff? It did remove some of the worms, I guess, but you've still got a huge collection of malware still lurking on this computer. So it looks like Jumpshot is very superficial, and it's more the only good thing about Jumpshot is their minions. It's more of a show off than real removal utility. It may work for, let's say, a mildly infected computer that has got very few infections, maybe some old files, but you know, as we saw in this test, if you're taking a really infected computer and using this, it is not going to be worth your money at all. So it just suggests you updates, removes some malware, but as we can see, I mean, there's not that much of a difference. Still got tons of things on this PC. Still got this main services.exe memory process and a lot of things starting up. Our home page is still the infected one, so personally I would not recommend this product for use right now, especially considering its price. And since this review was requested by Jumpshot themselves, I really want them to take a look at this, because they can even go and look up these malware files, because it looks like Jumpshot just had no idea what these things were. So I hope they work on improving their product. Right now it just doesn't do a good job. I like the idea of like making a removal utility for really novice and inexperienced users, but at the same time, if you're making such a utility, it should work, because I mean, people are paying for it, and if it leaves so much malware infections behind, there's very little reason to go for such a product. And it's just, in my opinion, if I were like cleaning a PC, this would be just a waste of time. I would directly go for Malwarebytes instead of like spending 2 hours just to clean 2 or 3 infections. So that's the end of this test. Hope Jumpshot can learn something from this and bring in improvements with their future products. This is, of course, a very early product, so they still have a long way to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I will be right back with another review soon. So have a nice day and farewell.